everyone, welcome to Talkies, the Anjana Kumar show. I am your host Anjana Kumar, and with me is Dr. Aakriti Mahindra. She's a clinical psychologist, and we are here to discuss a very important topic on how to manage your mental health in a daily stressful day. That's right. We all go through our day with a number of stress, managing work and home and creating the balance, and managing mental health can be a challenge. And this is why we have Dr. Akriti here to tell us on how one can manage their mental health.
Hi everyone. So the my go-to thing to work on your mental health is to acknowledge it and to understand it. What is happening with us? And then we try our own coping strategies, what works for us in terms of creating that safe environment for ourselves. And we work towards gaining something which we have not gained. We when we acknowledge, we try to move towards it. When we don't acknowledge, we are just let it go. Behavior comes in us. It's okay, fine, maybe my mood is not okay, but sometimes that mood needs a validation. Sometimes that moods need a question, that why this is happening. So it is important for us to acknowledge and work towards it.
Right. Also, I believe that, discovering your own inner strength, because nobody is perfect in this world, and that
Yeah.
accepting that one is not perfect, you are not perfect, the world is not perfect. I think that is so important. And finding the strength, because we all have good qualities, we all have our strengths.
Yeah.
So to play with our own strength can also relieve a lot of stress.
Absolutely. So I always believe that if you have the urge of self growth, you will do much better in your life. So sometimes what happens, we don't know our strengths. We work on our weaknesses because that's the first thing which people acknowledge us. Like, you are not able to do that, or we do that. Oh, I am not able to do that. I can't do that. I don't know what will happen. So we are more concerned about the consequences before even starting it. So what happens if we have that anxiety in us, we are not able to perform. And that anxiety can cause a lot of other mental difficulties, because when you're anxious, your body reacts, and you're not happy, your body reacts. So there are vicious circle going on. Your reaction gives reaction to your body. So when it comes on the body mind relationship, we are not happy in both the ways. So we have to work on our self growth, and that only we can do when we have that urge to do that.
Right. In fact, I can share a tip as well, where somebody had once told me, when you look at yourself in the mirror every day, and when you look at yourself in the mirror, soften your gaze, because a lot of times we look in the mirror in a very critical way. We're finding faults in ourselves, like the hair is not okay, the eyes, the makeup is not done, the body is not in shape. So every day, sort of, I do it as a habit myself. I look at myself in the mirror with a very soft gaze, and I literally appreciate every cell, every part of my body. Like, it could be imperfect, but I think in my mind that, perfection. So a lot of the celebrating one's strength comes from loving yourself as well and
Absolutely.
accepting yourself. Right. I also hear myself telling my children, for example, to be grateful. So I guess gratitude is another thing.
Yes, gratitude comes within yourself.
Yeah.
When you are aware of yourself, you're able to gratitude what we have. It's our human tendency that we run towards things what we don't have, and we forget what we have. So it's a human tendency, to ask for things what we don't have. I might have two apples and I'll be happy. But if I see somebody with banana and with strawberry and with any other fruit, I would like to eat that instead of eating the apple. That is what you'd seek, because there is a very thin line between want and wish. When you know that what is your want and what is your wish and what is your desire, actually, so you will be able to, you know, understand what is gratitude and how you can be thankful that what I want is not right now, what I wish is not right now, probably I can wait. So gratitude comes in terms of understanding your own self.
Yeah, no, I also feel that with gratitude comes like it's something that can be taught as well from parents to children. And I think prayers, meditation, gratitude, all of this can sort of relieve one from a lot of stress and manage their mental health just for their benefit. And I think validation, for example, uh, today's generation wants a lot of validation. I remember when we were growing up, there was no time for validation. Like our parents, like in my family, for example, my parents worked, my mom worked as well. So I didn't have time to seek validation. I had to just get on with my day, and it
Yeah.
was just another day to do the core chores and everything. But today's generation perhaps seeks validation, and especially with social media so vibrant, it is sort of that's another added stress for people today.
It's a social acceptance. We all want social acceptance. If we get it without validation, we are not happy because we are looking for the likes. We are looking for the shares. How many likes have come to my post? How many shares have been done on Instagram? We are looking for other people's validation, and the more we look, we are not understanding that our mental health is going down because we are looking for an unstable emotional happiness from people. Where you're looking good. Okay, am I looking good? This question should be asked by your own self, not by, not from the other people. Because they might say, no, you're not looking good. And you'll be like, oh my God, now I don't have what to wear. I don't know what to wear now. I don't have anything to wear. So the whole churning of your thought change, because then you will take another 15 minutes to change your clothes, and keeping in mind that you're getting late. So, the stress increases. So, we should not seek validations, because that will be more of the external validation. You should seek validation from your own self. The internal validation will be much better than the external validation, because we need to understand when we take validation, it includes your emotions and feelings as well. Probably that other person is not in a good mood. He will say, oh, no, 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 you're not looking good.
Yes, and I remember when I was having a conversation with you earlier, you also mentioned a point about journaling, how that can help. It's very interesting because I've done that. I've kept a diary when I was growing up, and writing down your day and the what transpired in the day, and writing down your emotions, your fears, your feelings can relieve a lot of stress, I believe. So it's very interesting. So just to wrap up, the 5 tips given by Dr. Akriti. One, which I think was really, really critical, was stop asking for validation. That's right. Stop asking for validation. Celebrate your strength. Right. So identify what your strength is and celebrate it, and keep repeating affirmations. I think that helps as well with reinforcing confidence within you. And that takes a lot of your stress out. Being grateful to everything. Be grateful for the day that you have. Be grateful to yourself. Be grateful to your family, to your friends and your loved ones. I think when you're grateful, you feel more secure in your surroundings, and that relieves a lot of the stress. And of course, a very nice, interesting point about journaling your day. So if you like to write, I mean, buy yourself a book and write down what happened during the day. Any other tips that you would recommend, Doc?
I will say introspection. Talk to yourself. That is the biggest strength you have, because nobody can tell you what you are and who you are. It's only you. So it's only you who can tell your weaknesses and your strength. Don't wait for other people to come up and tell, this is your strength, this is your weakness. Believe in yourself, you can do it, and you will do it.
Right, exactly. And I think something that parents can do for their children is reinforcing these tips. So even when your child is growing up, you can always teach them these values of being grateful,
Yeah.
of having gratitude, because when children are young and you teach them this gratitude, they just grow up feeling grateful for everything around them. And no matter what the external factors may be, they will still go back to that sense of, what they were taught when they were children, and to be grateful, to be generous, to be kind. And, these are all factors I think that can bring a lot of happiness and relieve a lot of stress.
I believe that gratitude is a habit. When you have a habit to be
Yes,
thankful, it will always remain in you.
that's right.
So practice being grateful, show your gratitude to whatever you have.
Right. And I think just the way we get up every day, brush our teeth, have a shower, I think one must every day make affirmations. I think that is so critical. When you make affirmations, you manifest good things, and again, just being grateful and forgiveness. When you forgive someone, it may not seem easy thing to do, but forgiving someone, I think, can relieve a lot of stress. It just helps you move on to something bigger and better. So I think these are some ways that we can really manage our mental health.
There's always one thing which I would like to. So there is one thing which I always tell my friends, my family, that don't look for closure every time. When we look for a closure, we are sulking in that. Not everything needs a closure. Whether it's your relationship, whether it is your work, whether it's you. Sometimes we have to have that attitude of let it go. Just let it go. Because what happened happened. You can't change it. You can't go back yesterday. You have to work for tomorrow and today.
That's so true. Let it go, or just if you, just make yourself strong enough to say that, yes, it happened, but it's just time to move on. And I think always having a positive mindset can relieve a lot of stress and keep your mental health in check. So, on that note, thank you so much, Dr. Akriti. Do you have any final message to give?
Yes, I practice one thing and I really want people to know that your world is beautiful only when your inner world is peaceful. So when we are, like I said, don't look for external validation, look for your internal validation.
Right.
Thank you.
So you heard it, everyone. Just a final recap of the tips on how you can manage your mental health. Off the chart, I can say that one, don't seek validation. Forgiveness is a great way to relieve your stress. Being grateful, gratitude, journaling your day, also celebrating your strength, finding the inner strength. And these are some of the tips that we just discussed now. If you want to hear more, do subscribe to our YouTube channel at Talkies. We are coming for you with more and interesting episodes. For now, it's a sign off from me, Anjana Kumar. Thank you.